Hi everybody, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to post this video. I've been sick for about 3 weeks and then I've been working every day, so I've just been tired and sick and I didn't even have a voice for a good week. But here I am and I'm ready to talk to you about my experience at Meps. The first thing that happens is you will get there the day before you actually do the processing. You'll meet your roommate and you'll have dinner and stuff at the hotel that you're staying at. My experience with my roommate was awful. She didn't go to sleep until 2 in the morning. I had to tell her at one point to turn the TV off. The curfew was at 11. She didn't show up till almost midnight. And then she talked on her phone in the room until 2 in the morning. I was mad. I was really mad. I was like, we need to be up in 2 hours. You will be up very early, so try to the best of your ability to get as much sleep as you can, because you're gonna have to be up by 4:30 was wake up call. I got up at 4 so I could actually get ready and not feel gross all day. But you will be leaving the hotel probably around 5 or so. That's what time we left to the processing station. I drove separately, so I followed the bus, but most people were dropped off there or drove up with the recruiters, so they had to take the bus to the station. Once we got to the processing station, we had to go to our branch's office that was there. So I went to the Air Force office, talked to the guy in there. They give you a name tag and stuff. I walked in there and he goes, "You can't process today." And I was like, "Why?" And it had to do with my eyeglass prescription, which I think I mentioned to you guys in the last video, because I didn't have an updated eyeglass prescription. And I was like, I drove 2.5 hours to get here. I have to process today. It doesn't, and I stayed the night already and, spent the gas money and stuff. So he was like, okay, let me see what I can do. And we ended up figuring it out. So that wasn't an issue, thank goodness, because I was a little nervous about that. But, they told me when I was 20 minutes away from the hotel that I couldn't process because of this reason. So, but that was taken care of. So you're gonna go in there, they will go over your paperwork for reasons like that. If there's a reason you can't process that day. And then they will give you, like I said, your name tag. After that, all the guys and girls go into a classroom, and then they gave us a briefing on what to expect during the day, a little bit about the military, and then they were very, very specific about being honest while you're there with the doctors, with everybody you talk to, because if they find you out later, you're in big trouble. You'll learn all about that there though. So that was about half an hour or so in the classroom. After the briefing, the girls and the guys were separated, which you will be separated most of the time that you're there. We went into a separate room and we were all weighed. It was funny because we get into the room and the nurse is like, okay, everybody strip down to your bra and underwear. And we were like, okay, we knew we were gonna have to do this, but not so soon. And then she weighed us, and then she was like, okay, everybody put your clothes back on and go back to the classroom. We were like, that's it? Okay, so weird. So then we went back to the classroom, and then they gave us a breathalyzer. We had to fill out some paperwork. We did initial a bunch of things. We had to fill out tattoo forms, if we have tattoos, how many tattoos we have, what they are, where they're at. And then after that, we went back up into the main area to wait for the rest of the exam. The first exam I did was the eye exam. If you wear glasses, don't even bother with contacts. I had to take my contacts out, and then I had to carry glasses and a contact case with me the whole day. When you go, you aren't allowed to take anything in with you except for your paperwork. I brought a little sweater. I couldn't even bring that in, so I froze the whole time. Because I thought I was going to be able to have my purse with me so I could just carry my contacts case and contact solution and stuff in there. They have a special closet where you put all your stuff in there. You're only allowed to take the folder in, a shirt, and your pants that you're wearing. So dress warm if you think it's going to be cold. It was pretty cold in there. And just wear your glasses if you wear contacts and glasses, because you're going to have to take them off anyways. And then just a pain in the butt to have to carry them with you all day. So I did that first. After that, I did the hearing test, which is where you put on a pair of headphones, and that was fun. It's this silent room. There were only 4 of us in there, and then you hear little beeps in each ear, and every time you hear it, you push a button. I have 98% hearing in this and 95% hearing in this ear, or something like that. So that one was fun. Then after that, you get your blood drawn. Just one little thing is all they do. She was good at it, didn't even feel the poke. And then after that, and that's a drug test, and that is also to test for HIV. And then after that, you have to go to the bathroom. You have to pee in front of somebody. Yes, that means that you will pee with somebody watching you pee into a little cup. That is also a drug test. And for the girls, a pregnancy test as well. And they test for all the drugs and everything right in front of you. So then that happened. That was probably the most awkward part for me, actually. I was laughing and I got in trouble. The lady that actually watched me pee, I was making her laugh. But then the lady up front that like did the drug testing and stuff, she looks at me, she goes, "You're joining the military. It's time to get serious about it." And I was like, okay, sorry, you know. But this will be your first military experience, from what I can tell. They don't like to repeat themselves. They expect you to hear them once and go do it. So be ready for that. Listen to instructions and don't do what I did and don't goof off at all, because I was goofing off just for that one moment and I did get in trouble. After that, we went into a back room again, separated. Girls are on one side of the building, guys are on the other, to talk to the physician. He's going to ask you a series of questions about your medical history, any surgery, any pain that you have now, every question he's going to ask you. And then for the Air Force, you're going to have to read a couple paragraphs. This is just for the Air Force, to be sure that you speak clearly. And then you have to do a test to be sure that your eardrums can pop. And what you do is you plug your nose and you blow out, and you have to pop both eardrums while he looks inside your ear. You actually can't join the Air Force unless you can do this. So practice if you don't know how. Because there was a girl there that couldn't do it. I think she ended up doing it. She wasn't, you know, she was able to join, but she couldn't do it. She had problems with it. So, so that happened. Then after that, we had an examination by the physician. After that, we actually did my favorite part. All the girls went back into that room in our bra and underwear, and we had to do a series of movements for another physician, and it was fun. This is like the infamous duck walk that you hear about. It was really fun. We had to do things like move our arms around and clap above our head and stuff. But then, like, the duck walk is hilarious. It's fun. That part was so much fun. And it's here that they check you for any knee problems, any joint problems, if you have scoliosis, anything they're gonna test you for. So after the physical and everything, we went and had lunch. After lunch, most everybody stayed there. They went back to their branch's office and did job counseling and then swore in. Since I'm an Air Force reservist, we do things differently, at least I am, and let me know if you're an Air Force reservist, if this is how it went for you. But I went back to my recruiter's office and we did job counseling there. And I actually have an interview in 3 days, which I'm going to talk about in my next video how all that came about. So, but like I said, most people did stay there, they swore, and they did their job counseling, picked out their jobs and everything. I didn't. I still haven't even sworn in. So I have my job interview. If I get it, then I'm swearing in here in the next week. So that's about it. That was my MEPS experience. It was fun. I actually enjoyed it. A lot of people said I was going to hate it. It was going to be so boring. It really wasn't. My advice to you is to pay attention and don't goof off and be respectful. Some of the people there were really disrespectful and I was surprised. I mean, no, I wasn't surprised, but really, like, be respectful to the people instructing you. Girls is a note, and I noticed this right off, and I know that I need to expect this, and you need to expect this as well. I know this from girls in the military, but we aren't as respected as the guys. And some of the people, it was real obvious. Some of the workers there, it was obvious they didn't like us girls being there, so they were short with us as opposed to the guys. There was one guy in particular who was very respectful towards the boys processing and very disrespectful towards the girls. Just he was short with us. And so be prepared for that. If it happens, don't take it personally. You're there to do this for whatever reasons, and you're gonna take whatever crap they give you. This is the military. Hello, you know, so it's gonna be a while before it gets any easier, I think, for us. So I really think this is the first military experience now that I've had. They don't like to repeat themselves, so pay attention. I did get yelled at a couple times because I didn't hear them the first time and they'd repeat themselves to me, you know. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I really did. Any questions, go ahead and message me. I'll be happy to answer. I know I left out a lot of stuff. And anybody who's been to Meps and has anything else to say, leave comments for other people so they know what to expect when they go. Alright, that's all for now. So my next video, I'm going to talk about my job interview and what's going on with that. I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.